In this video, we're going to talk to you about the Baby Lock Lyric. The Lyric is a well-rounded sewing machine. It's a little bit larger than your average sewing machine, got a lot more features and stitches on it. So let's dive into the Lyric and give you a good overview of this machine. First thing you'll notice is the sleek design of the Lyric. When I open up the top of the tray here, all my stitches are right before me. My full stitch placard is easy for me to see the different modes of the machine with all the different stitches. We do have more pictures of the stitches on the website, so do take a look at that. But on the Lyric we have all kind of quilting stitches, garment construction stitches, heirloom stitches, you name it, it's on this machine. Plus there's alphabet fonts built in for making your own quilt labels and things of that nature. The machine is going to be very easy to operate, and that's the thing about the Baby Lock machines you'll see from top to bottom, is they're well laid out. And the Lyric is definitely one of those. On the Lyric we have easy threading on the machine. You can use the horizontal spool pin. You can also get a vertical spool pin for this machine to do twin sewing. But here on my horizontal pin, everything is going to be channeled for me all the way down to the needle. So it automatically will get in all the tensions and the thread guides that I need to. You have another thread guide here and does have the built-in needle threader. Now the Lyric has the top drop-in bobbin system on it, and on our bobbin plate on the top we do have different seam allowances built in that gives us extra guides as well as the needle plate. But having the clear top drop-in bobbin, I can see my bobbin at any given time, and I know when I'm going to run out of thread. It's going to be very easy to thread as well. There's a channel built in on my needle plate that allows me to easily thread that bobbin. Now the Lyric will have a lot of computer controls built in. The thing about this machine, though, it has a lot of stitches and a lot of features. You don't have to push 15 buttons to get to where you want to go. It's laid out really easy for my modes, the different utility stitches that are built in. The machine will recognize and tell me what presser foot I need to have on it. All the Baby Lock feet have letters indented to them. When you pull up a stitch on the Lyric, it'll show you the letter foot you need to have on it. I can easily see my width and my length settings. The machine does have a lot of nice computer controls built into it. I can override the speed of the machine. I don't have to use the foot control if I don't want to, but it will have a foot control that comes with it. I can hit the start stop button here and I'm ready to go. Here I can override the speed of the machine. So if I want to slow down, make sure I don't make a mistake till you get used to it, but then you'll want to speed up very quickly. This is one of the nicest features you'll find on a computerized machine, is having the built-in scissor. I can push that button, it's going to snip the bobbin and the top thread for me. I do have the needle up, needle down feature. There's times I want the needle to stop in the fabric. If I'm doing applique, turning a corner, I get to the end of a seam. And there's times I want it to be out of the fabric so I don't forget the needle's in it and I tear my garment or break a needle. This machine will also have the auto lock feature built in. I can get to the end of my seam as I'm sewing. I push this button and the machine is going to tie the stitch off for me underneath, so it's nice and hidden and out of the way, and that stitch is tied off. I do have the traditional reverse. This machine will have the free arm, so I can easily remove my free arm for hemming pant legs, shirt sleeves, and things of that nature. One thing I really do like about the accessory tray, there's a little handle right here and I can lift up on this, and then I'm able to access all my different presser feet, and everything is molded into the Lyric. I'm able to easily get to all my presser feet, keep everything nice and neat and organized. You have extra storage there for other accessories that you'll pick up at a later time. Now we'll have a place for the knee lift. It does come with a knee lift, so if I'm doing free motion quilting, I can use my knee to raise and lower my presser foot so I keep my hands on the fabric. Now let's zoom into our computer screen here. We're going to show you all the features and how this machine is laid out, and then we'll do a little bit of sewing. The Lyric is laid out very easily for me to pull up my stitches. I'm able here with my mode button to go to the different modes of the machine. So if I want to go and look on my stitch placard and pull up mode 2, 3, or 4, so on and so forth, I'm easily able to do that right there. Then I just type in the number of the stitch that I'm wanting to do. For mode 1, all my most popular stitches are right here. That's why you see pictures of stitches that are built in on the machine. I can easily back out at any given time. My width and length settings and tension settings are right there in front of me at any given time, so I don't have to find a lever or knob. I can just touch the button and it's going to automatically change that stitch length, stitch width setting for me. Now I do have the ability on my decorative stitches, I do have a mirror image feature, this machine has about 250 built-in stitches on it. And some of them we can actually mirror image, flip it upside down. So it actually gives you a lot more capabilities, and the stitch will look a little bit different for you. There are pockets built in on the machine, a hard drive memory space. So if I get a decorative border set up like I like it, or if I'm doing a name, a quilt label, or a label tag for a garment, I can save that on the hard drive. I don't have to go through keying that in at any given time. On my screen here, the machine will show me a stitch that's on it. I'm able to go in on that particular stitch and see how big it is. I can change that length of width right there, and it will recommend the presser foot for me, because all the Baby Lock presser feet have letters indented into them. So I make sure I have the correct foot on the machine. That way I don't have to worry about my needle hitting the garment. I get optimal performance out of the machine. I can go in on the hard drive of the machine and change some of the settings. Don't worry, you're not going to erase anything off of the hard drive of the machine, but I'm able to easily go up here and change different things on it. The manual is laid out really easy to go through all that for me. We'll always be glad to help you as well. You get free lessons for life and free help for life here at Ken Sewing with your purchase of the Lyric. So by all means, be sitting in front of your machine and pick up the phone and give us a call. We have a retail store here that's connected to our internet department, and we can go out and walk you through anything over the phone. Another nice thing about the Lyric, if I'm wanting to do a pivot, let's say I get to the end of my garment, I can actually, on the presser foot, I have extra high lift under my presser foot, but it's a two-stage. I can go from sewing, and then I can actually raise it up. So if my needle's in the garment, I can pivot and do whatever I need to do, and then lower it right back down, nice and easy. The machine, as we've already showed you all the features and how it's laid out, it's very tough, very durable. The motor in this machine is a lot larger than your average motor. So here I have 8 layers of denim that I'm wanting to sew. I've got that extra high presser foot. Under my presser foot, the feed dog system on this machine is a 7-point feed dog system. And what that means is the feed dogs are touching my fabric in 7 places. So for lighter weight materials, it's going to help with those stretching materials, feeding that through all at one time without having to worry about the material puckering. But when I get to something heavy like this gives me just more surface area touching those feed dogs, touching my fabric. It's going to help feed that through nice and easy. Now 8 layers of denim is not a problem for this particular machine, so we'll go in here and I'm going to start sewing. I'm at full speed with 8 layers of denim. I'm going to go from the 8 layers of denim all the way down to this cotton material. And this is a nice thing about the top drop-in bobbin system. See, and you can listen to just how that machine hums right along, but it's crawling down onto my material. You can't do that with a front-loading bobbin system. It would jam up on you very easily, but you don't have to worry about that with the Lyric. Now I'm going to put a stretch material underneath the needle, and it's going to sew through all this. I'm not going to have to worry about it puckering. I haven't changed the tension, nothing like that. And then let's say I'm getting to the end of my seam. I'm going to hit that auto lock feature. It's going to tie that stitch right off for me nice and easy. I'm going to hit my scissor here. Then I can raise that presser foot, let off of it. It's cleanly cut that thread for me, and I've went from stretch material to cotton to 8 layers of denim, and I have no problem whatsoever with stitches, no problem with puckering, and it feeding the fabric. Ken Sewing Center is an authorized Baby Lock dealer. We provide support after the sale. You get our premium support package with every Baby Lock machine that you purchase from us. All you have to do is give us a call. If you're out of the Muscle Shoals, Alabama area and you need help, you just pick up the phone and call us. You always are welcome to come to our retail store here in Muscle Shoals. We'll be glad to give you free lessons. We can answer your questions and help you with the things that you need help with. We carry all the accessories for the machine. Feel free to check out our website, email us, or give us a call anytime, and we'll be glad to help you find the machine that's right for you.